Deeley.
Very kind. Thank you very much.
Kat, you look gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. How long would it take you to get ready for an evening like this before you come out?
It took me about an hour, I think, but I have a whole team of people involved in the process with trowels and cement. And
I'm sure that's not entirely true. So how many man hours or woman hours are we talking about then? If you have a team, how many people altogether?
There is one man, one woman, and that's it.
Oh, so it's two people taking that. So you are kind of lucky. I think you're quite naturally blessed in the looks department.
Ish. Yeah, yeah. Ish. Well, by the time it gets to, like, you know, evening time, I'm not too bad. First thing in the morning, it's a different thing.
So where are you from originally, Kat? Because I can't tell from your accent anymore where you're from. And
Shut up. You can totally tell
where are you from? Are you from London?
I'm from the Black Country.
But you have lost a lot of your accent, I think, because you don't speak, because normally people, they speak yo like that, or what yo doing now. You know, it's more like they always say yo.
Where are they from?
Yo, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yo.
No, they go.
Hey, what you doing now in Black? Come down to the ball ring. You know, so that, isn't it? Isn't that right?
Jonathan,
we'll do like, some how would you speak
it's, I'm yow all right.
Well, yow, you said yow. I was close enough, yow. I'm yow all right, then. That's close enough, isn't it?
I'm yow all right. You're all right, are you?
Okay, this is great. But is this how, when you go back home then, and I know you're going home for Christmas, does it come out more? Do you speak more Brummy?
It definitely does a little. You could hear it then a bit.
Yeah, yo, I could hear it.
I need to keep taking those. It does come out definitely, and it sometimes comes out if I've had a drink, or if I'm talking on the phone, or if I'm angry, then it comes out.
But you have lost it quite a lot, because we found an old clip of you.
Did you?
This was back when you were modelling, before you were doing TV presenting and such. You were on an episode of Kilroy.
I was.
You remember this?
I was, and you know what happened is my mum and I came down to London. It was my 18th birthday. I was 18 years old, and I come down to London and I was having a party. And I went down to, you know, there was the old place in Kensington Market that used to be called Hyper.
That had all the silly clothes and stuff.
That had, yeah. So I went in there and I said, right, I was looking for something. And one of the ladies that ran the shop said to me, look, we'll give you a couple of dresses if you'll go on and do this for me. So I was like, yeah, a couple of dresses. I'd like to save up for weeks for that.
So that's how you wound up doing on the show?
So I was still at school when this clip was on.
It's still
I get the hump too, don't I?
Yeah, you do get the hump a little bit. This is Kat when she was, was it 18 or 17?
Yeah, well, 17.
OK, 17 years old. Have a look at this. Kat Deeley still talking yow like that on Kill. I love the fact the audience just started laughing because the woman had silly glasses on.
And that was my...
Look at that. I mean, admittedly, they are quite something, aren't they?
That was my posh TV voice as well.
And did you see the colour Kilroy was? He looked like being eating Itsus or something, didn't he? He's like positively radioactive, didn't he?
But look, I was only little.
Now, here's the thing. Kat has just come back from America. When did you get back in from the United States?
I got back in on Friday, actually.
OK, because Kat has made a name for herself out there, and this is quite remarkable. A lot of people on British TV go out there and hope to succeed. Very few achieve it, because it's a very different culture in actual fact. Same language, but very different sensibilities. And yet you really pulled it off. You're involved in how many shows now out there?
Well, it started with So You Think You Can Dance, which was the biggest show for Fox this summer. Okay. So that was great.
And that is a huge... we'll get to that in a minute. That's a big kind of reality-type competition.
Yes, yeah, okay. Exactly. And then I had to go on the Jay Leno show because I was doing an interview about the show, and I went on, and it went all very well. And they came up to me and said, "Look, would you like to do some pieces for us in the show?" So I started doing that.
And that's a big show. That's one of the two... There were two big talk shows over there, and that's one of the big two, isn't it? So that's a big deal.
It's kind of insane, because you walk onto the set and you really recognise it. You know, you remember seeing it as a kid and stuff.
So what happened? You decided that you'd had enough of the UK, you didn't want to work on British TV anymore, or you got an offer to go over there, or how did it come about? Because it's a big move to make.
It is. I got an offer. The dance show, it was going into the second season, and the first season was hosted by a different woman, and she was married and was having a baby. So they were looking for somebody else to host the show. And Nigel Lithgow, Nasty Nigel from Ivan.
Oh, he used to do... what show did he used to do on ITV?
He did Pop Stars.
Pop Stars, the first Pop Stars.
Yeah, Nasty Nigel. He's execing the show over there, so he knew me from here. So he said, I've got this show, it's great, do you want to come over? And I said, OK, I'll come over and have a look at it. And I saw it, and I was like, yeah, that's totally up my alley.
So how would you describe it? What is it exactly?
It's a bit kind of American Idol, but for dancers. You take kids off the street that can do any kind of dancing. You know, some are breakers that literally, you know, go and dance on...
Body poppers.
Do it one more time for me.
I do the robot as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Very good. It's better than your Birmingham accent, anyway.
Yow, kidding me, ain't you?
Can you do them at the same time?
Maybe I'll show you later on. Okay. Now, these shows normally, and I don't know if you've been watching shows like The X Factor over here, I guess if you've been away.
I saw it on Saturday because I'd just come back.
I always find, and I know this is, a lot of people say this, but I find the early stages, the audition stages, to be the most fun to watch.
Yeah.
Were you there for that as well? Did you see the early stages?
Well, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to be involved right from the beginning because the lady who'd done it before wasn't, so that the kids came to the studio and by the time you were down to your final 10, they were kind of like, who's this bird?
So they didn't know her, she didn't know them.
Exactly, so I wanted to be, you know, if the kids were on the streets in freezing cold New York at 5 o'clock in the morning, then so was I. So, and then we'd go down the line and they'd, I mean, there are some insane characters. I mean, Americans do it best. Okay. When it comes to characters, they really do.
Right, okay, these are great. You're going to love, these are just incredible, all right? We have 3 of these to show.
Tell me who.
Okay, the first one is a guy, I can't remember his name, I think he was a New Yorker, and he wanted his stage name to be Sex.
Yes, he did. He came with his mother, who absolutely, truly believed that he got that special kind of...
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, because when you look at some of these, it's like when you see the other shows and you think, surely they know they're not as good as the people they're hoping to be like.
I promise you that they both truly and utterly believed that this guy had what it takes to be the next Britney Spears.
Let's have a look at this guy. He's the next Justin Timberlake he may have been, and he wanted to be called Sex. This is from the new show. Let's see.
And his adrenaline was getting carried on.
But you know, I would have thought for many years to come that guy's not going to be able to avoid people asking about that.
No,
like, are you the guy who jumped on your face and lost your yarmulke? Because the yarmulke goes flying off like a little frisbee. And he looks a bit like...
He was the sweetest man, though. He's a really sweet man.
How are you as a dancer?
Terrible.
OK, let's see some. Right.
What, on my own? Are you going to do...
I'll dance with you. Stand up, right? OK. Say you at a
Do we have music?
Boom, chicka, boom, chicka. I'll provide the music.
It's as bad as the Birmingham accent.
Look, how would you dance? Say you're in a club dancing, I'll come up to you.
What?
How would you be dancing?
What? Well, what would you say to me when you came up to me?
Let's do some dancing first. Let's do some dancing. I'll see you when you come over.
Okay, so I'm dancing. Hi. Hi. How are you?
I'd come on saying, are you smuggling a turkey up there? What's that? I don't know.
No?
What about some of that? What about some of that? What about some of that, actually? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Push it. Get your coats, we pulled.
Right.
Kat?
Yes.
How lovely to have you here.
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see. How long in the series, how many weeks do the auditions run for?
I think it's about 5 weeks.
Well, you got me hooked for those 5 for sure.
Good,
and I'll probably stay around for the rest. I can't wait to see him. It's lovely to have you back in the country. Are you going to stay for Christmas, I guess?
I'm going to stay for Christmas and hopefully I can still keep coming backwards and forwards. I don't want to leave England all the time.
And give my love to your mother in Birmingham.
Via Delhi and Ireland. Thank you. I will, Jonathan.
How lovely to see you again.
You're joking, are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Kat Deeley. Thank you very much indeed. That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.